So looking at the mango flavour compared to the other flavours that we've had in our stores previously, Kay and Bobby, how well has this performed compared to the previous editions?
For me, I think it's done slightly better.
Mhm.
I'm in ethnic areas, and Asians, West Indians love mango. So anything mango,
Yeah.
just flies. They don't have to be sold on it. Just say it's mango, and they'll try it at least once. If the product's any good, then there'll be a repeat purchase. And I'm just saying, I just look at the data, and it's selling well.
Very good.
So for me, I'm where my stores are based. I'm not as multicultural as probably your stores, Kay. But what I find is when it's a vibrant colour, in your refrigerator, probably initial thoughts, or someone thought it was orange or something like, but the way it's been labelled and the way, the vibrant colour has stood out, I think that's helped it, being the first impulse buying the Tango Mango. But yes, it's done really well for us in a non-so multicultural area as well.
That's great to hear. And that leads us on nicely. We're talking about nice vibrant colours onto Tango Blast. So the Blast launch has been really good, right? Victoria, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so with Blast, so we know that consumers are constantly, increasingly looking for new and exciting, bold flavours. So we wanted to deliver the ultimate limited drop and really blast the doors off. So Tango Blast is a limited drop of 2 iconic Ice Blast flavours. So we've got the cherry variant, and then we've also got the raspberry variant. These are available in only 500ml bottles, and they're exclusive to the convenience channel for a limited time only. As you can see, we've featured, so they've got bold flavours, we've got really striking, eye-catching liquid designs, and we've also made sure that we've got really striking packaging as well that then links back to Tango Ice Blast, which we know resonates really well with our consumers. Have a try and let me know your thoughts.
First, yeah?
Takes me back to when we were, and I'm going back quite a few years. Yeah, so take me back when I was a kid, and the flavors of ice pops, defrosted and etc. So it's just it ticks all the boxes.
Let's give the cherry blaster a try. Let's see what that tastes like.
Amazing. Try cherry. We always get lots of organic social media campaigns asking us to bring back cherry, so we're super excited about this one as well.
For me, that's a favourite.
I do like this one better. Yeah,
really good.
This smell when you just get cherries is incredible, isn't it?
Very
like
glorious.
I say, our team are absolute geniuses.
So when we look at MPD from a retailer's point of view, obviously, we haven't got elasticated shelves, and we look at, what's trending and what's going to really drive sales. What do you look at and what do you do different? I mean, Bobby, look, you're a TikTok, Instagram superstar. You do things way above than what most of us do. So, what advice can you give to the retailers of when we're looking at MPD and to get consumers engaged into stuff?
For me, first and foremost, Victoria, it's like the Tango, cherry blast and raspberry blast. Me and Kay did a, exclusive in our stores, and and it was a blast. Again, it's about portraying it there on our platforms, creating the buzz, getting it in soon kind of buzz. So before we've actually, got the stock in, get the adverts there coming in soon, creating that buzz for the actual activation happening, so getting all our customers and consumers on board before we've even got the stock in. For me, again, the one thing that I would say is that, supporting us with digital assets and POS and FSDUs, all comes into that theatre in store, and also, creating that buzz on our platforms as well. So maybe, more the better for me, because it really helps us and our teams to, actually make that impact to the consumer and that whole experience to that. But with the Tango cherry and the raspberry, the colour said it all, isn't it? It's just a photo, a nice, 4K of the two flavors stood side by side. We didn't really even need anything else really, because they stood out so much. They were so vibrant. So they were a blast in itself. And the flavors, the very popular flavors, straight away, as I said, it takes me back many months, but it really appealed. We got our stock in on Friday. By Tuesday, we had none left, and it was just, the timing was brilliant with it being the weekend. As soon as we put it on our platforms, that Saturday, I can remember people traveling just for that product.
Incredible.
So it increased my footfall as well. Definitely, I would have loved an FSDU with it, and some more POS really. Just to create that bit more theatre in store.
Good stuff. And Kay?
So again, I was part of the trial with Bobby, and we got the stock in before everybody else. I sort of played with it. I put it in the fridges. As going back to your point about we don't have elastic shell fridges, so where do we put this? I gave it a single facing initially when it first came out, because we only had 3 cases of each, so I thought it'd sell out instantly. I wanted to see how well the name itself sells it. And the pos, because we had quite a bit of posters and shelf talkers, put that all out, and it did really well. And because it was a trial, I thought, let me see how it does itself. If I had gone out and bought this myself, maybe I would have done it differently. But I thought, let me see how this works, and then when it hits depots, I can get more stock in, and then I can double, which it is now. And it did really well, single faces. And like Bobby said, we sold out by the Tuesday, and then we had the next delivery on the Friday afterwards. So we were out of stock for a while.
Wow. And then from Victoria, from Tango, from Britvic's point, what advice do you give to retailers as well?
So the tips that I would give, I'm sure you guys have already mentioned this as well, is making sure we've got the right range to satisfy the consumers. So not just in terms of different flavors, but also in terms of different pack formats. People might want to buy things for different occasions. Secondly, I'd say it's around make sure we're stocking limited editions and MPDs. We know consumers, particularly in fruit carbs, are looking for new news and excitement in the category. So it's important to make sure that we can find them as well, which links on to your point around point of sale and making sure that we've got that available to really drive that theatre in store. So we have got lots of POS available across all of our new products. But I think it's really important as well, Bobby, you mentioned it as well, that we need to not just look at physical point of sale in store, but also look at a suite of digital assets as well. So we can provide the jazzy backgrounds for across Meta and TikTok as well, so that we can really drive that engagement. So I think it's about that. And if anybody wants any further advice, please visit our platform at your convenience as well.